welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a really great week so far. So if you've been following my channel for a while now, you know that my hair has changed a lot over the last 8 months or so. I've gone from having long hair with extensions, it was balayaged, I had a lot of blonde in it, and now my hair is this kind of, I suppose, mid-length, and it is back to my natural color. And I have had a lot of questions recently asking me how I keep my hair so healthy and shiny and sleek and straight, and I thought today I would share my complete hair care routine and how I achieve a sleek, straight, salon blow dry, that was hard to say, at home myself. I'm going to share all of the products that I use, from shampoo to conditioner to hair oils and all that kind of good stuff when I'm blow drying my hair, and show you exactly how I blow dry my hair with a round brush, the whole technique and everything. But before we get started, if you are new to the channel or if you've been watching my videos for a while and you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the little subscribe button down below so you can get kept up to date with all of my videos. I make videos on a bunch of different topics every week, from fashion to beauty, lifestyle, do some daily vlogs, what I eat in a day. I literally do everything. But I would love to have you back again, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so to start from the beginning, my hair has gone through a journey over the years, and it has taken a while for me to kind of wrap my head around it and get it into this healthy state that I am really happy with. When I was 16, 17, I completely ruined my hair with straighteners. It's the one regret that I have in life, is that I started using straighteners excessively. Straighteners had just, I don't know whether they had even just launched then, but they had gotten really big. GHDs had come out and everybody had a GHD straightener, and I was coming home from school straightening my hair and I wasn't even going anywhere. So I was using heat on my hair for absolutely no reason, and as a result completely damaged it. So I had to get my hair cut up to here. Despised it, hated my hair that short. And then a couple of years later, when I was in college, I started getting hair extensions. Now I have a whole video done on frequently asked questions about my hair extensions. I link it up here. I had great lengths and I had them for about 6 years, I'm gonna say, 5 years at the least, and I loved them. So as I said, I link it for you if you want to go watch it. So I got my great lengths removed in August last year, and I haven't worn extensions since that, and that's the longest period of time in the past 5 or 6 years, as I said, that I have gone without extensions, and I'm very comfortable with my hair. I love it. It's thickened up, it's much healthier, it's much more glossy and shiny, and I'm going to tell you all the things that I use to keep it that way. So first and foremost, 2 things that I think really contribute to my hair staying healthy and shiny and sleek, and to keep it straight obviously as well, is the fact that I get my hair cut and colored every 6 to 8 weeks, I'm gonna say. So at the minute I am actually due to get my hair cut and colored. It is a little bit straggly here at the end, so it needs a bit of a trim, and I'm also getting a few grays through too, the joys of having grays since you were 18 years old. So I'm gonna go and get my color and my cut done, and honestly keeping up with that makes such a big difference with my hair. So I get it done every 7 weeks or so, and I know when I was trying to grow out my hair and make it grow longer and everything, the last thing that I wanted to do was to cut it. It just makes such a big difference in the appearance of your hair, and obviously when I have my hair colored, it looks much more glossy and shiny too. So those 2 things I think massively contribute to how glossy and shiny and healthy my hair is at the minute. I also think it's really important to use good hair products when you're trying to keep your hair in tip-top shape. It makes a huge difference. And when it comes to shampoo and conditioner, I actually switch mine out quite often, because I find that my hair can sometimes get too used to a shampoo and conditioner, and then they don't end up doing what they're supposed to do. I don't know if that's just me, but I find that. So at the minute, I am using a Kerastase shampoo and conditioner, and this shampoo and conditioner I actually got in a goodie bag. So that was a bit of a win. They're deluxe samples, so I'm using these at the moment. I'm not going to try and pronounce them because I will butcher them, but I will leave them down below. Kerastase have a load of different ranges for different hair types and things like that, but I really like these. They've left my hair super silky and shiny. This I actually think is a leave-in hair mask kind of a thing, so I use it as a kind of treatment when I'm in the shower. So I'll shampoo my hair and then I will put the hair mask into my hair and I leave it in my hair for like 2 or 3 minutes while I'm like shaving my legs or something like that, and then I come back and rinse it off, and my hair just feels so silky and shiny afterwards. So those are the 2 products that I'm using right now for shampoo and conditioner. I've also used the Aussie shampoo and conditioners in the past, and my favorite range from them, getting sunny outside, is the Miracle Moist range. Anything that sounds like it's going to give my hair moisture, I am all for. And I've also really liked the Bumble and Bumble shampoo and conditioners too. I used them for a while and really liked them. After that then it is down to hair styling products. Now I think it's really, really important to use a heat protectant on your hair, obviously, because I completely did not do that when I was younger and damaged the hell out of mine. These two products that I use, one is a kind of heat protectant or primer, it's exactly what it's called, and the other is a hair oil, and it's more of a finishing product. Sometimes I use it beforehand, it's kind of a multi-purpose one, but these two products I have not switched out in 2 years maybe. I am obsessed with them. They are holy grail products of mine and I swear by them. So they are both from Bumble and Bumble. Again, if you've been following me over the last like year and a half or so, you will have seen me talk about these before, but they are the Hairdresser's Invisible Oil range. Bumble and Bumble again have a load of different ranges of products for different types of hair. They have salt sprays and volumizing sprays and things like that, different finishing creams and stuff, and I really, really like the Bumble and Bumble hair products. I think they're fantastic, but these two are my favorites, all-time favorites. So this is the Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Heat/UV Protective Primer. This is my favorite thing in the whole entire world. I ran out of it. I had bought this actually when I was in America a couple of years ago. Had a freaking heart attack because I ran out of it and couldn't find it. And I did find it eventually, but when I was in Spain last year, I managed to spot the ginormous size of it and just thought I would pick that up because I use it every single time I dry my hair. This is the product that makes my hair feel so silky and smooth and shiny. I just can't rave about it enough. You need it in your life. I promise you. You will love it. And then the second product that I use is a hair oil. I absolutely love hair oils. Oils in general. Oils for my face I'm a huge fan of too. Anything that's going to feel like it's going to give my skin or my hair moisture, I am all for. So this is the Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. It says it softens, silkens, tames, defrizzes, detangles and protects against the heat/UV damage, and that's exactly what it does. It is also a fab product and I use this in two different ways. So sometimes if I don't use the primer, I'll use this instead before I blow dry my hair, but the majority of the time recently I've been using this as a kind of finishing oil. So I'll use the primer before I blow dry my hair, and then when I've blow dried my hair straight and it's smoothed out and everything, I'll use this as a kind of serum just to give it a really nice kind of glossy shiny finish and keep it looking nice and healthy. So those are the two products that I use as far as styling is concerned. And then for tools, I use a round brush and a paddle brush. The paddle brush is literally just to brush my hair out. I've used this one, not this particular one, but this type of a paddle brush for years. I just think it's great for kind of detangling your hair. And then these round brushes are my favorite. They're from the brand Head Jog. And again, I've been using these ones for years as well and have kind of repurchased a few of the different sizes. I think the main thing with these round brushes is just to make sure that you have taken all of the hair that inevitably comes out when you're blow drying your hair. Make sure you've cleaned it of your hair before you kind of keep using it. Don't let the hair get all caught up in it because the heat doesn't distribute throughout the brush then and you don't get a great kind of smooth blow dry then. And then lastly, the hairdryer that I use is the Diva Professional Styling Hairdryer in this fabulous hot pink color, and I got this in Sally's Salon Services. I've had this for about 3 years, I'm gonna say, and it's still going strong, still works perfectly fine. It's a good fast hairdryer, so it has a lot of power behind it and I appreciate that. It has all the different heat settings and I really like it. So those are all of the tools and the hair products, shampoo, conditioner, styling products, things like that that I use to keep my hair nice and silky and straight and shiny and glossy and healthy. So now I'm going to show you how I get a straight salon I'm not going to be able to say this again. A silky straight salon blow dry at home. So generally I go ahead and do my makeup before I blow dry my hair just to give it a chance to dry somewhat, either in the towel, sometimes I leave it out of the towel. Then I go ahead and spray the Hairdresser's Invisible Oil all throughout my hair before I brush it out with my paddle brush. I've only started doing this recently and I found this makes a huge difference in how sleek and smooth my hair is, because beforehand I used to do it after I brushed my hair, but that seems to make a difference. And then I go ahead and just brush all the tangles out of my hair. So I think the trick to a really quick blow dry is to basically rough dry your hair before you even touch it with brushes and nozzles and all of that kind of good stuff. So basically just blast dry your hair, run your fingers through it, make sure you can get it about 85% dry, 90% dry before you even touch it with your round brush. I also personally feel like this might be a little bit better for your hair as far as heat damage is concerned, because you're not actually focusing the heat on your hair with the nozzle for as long. After you're finished rough drying your hair, you're just going to take your paddle brush and brush through to make sure it's as dry as you want it, and then we're going to start sectioning. I think separating your hair into smaller sections makes it much easier and quicker to blow dry, and it also ensures that you don't miss any areas so that everything is nice and sleek and smooth. I like to separate my hair into 3 different sections. So the first section is just above my ear, and then I take one section either side of my head. Then it is time to pop the concentrator nozzle onto your blow dryer, grab your round brush and get to blow drying. So for this part, I don't actually like to hold the hairdryer by the handle, I hold it by the top of the hairdryer. And then starting at the front of my head with my round brush, I kind of twist the brush into the root of my hair, focus the heat on the root a little bit, and then pull down with both the hairdryer and the brush. Because you've already rough dried your hair, this shouldn't take too long. And then you basically just repeat that process in the rest of the section of your hair, and feel free to move your brush in whatever direction you need to in order to grab the hair by the root. Then before I move on to the next section, I just like to run through the first section with the paddle brush to make sure it's nice and smooth and dry. Then I go ahead and separate the rest of my hair into the last section. Basically, I just take my fringe out and leave that to last. And before I start blow drying, I make sure to just give it a quick brush through with the paddle brush to make sure there's no knots or anything that have developed while it's been up in the clip. You're not going to be doing anything different at all in this section, the exact same as before, just grabbing the hair at the root, concentrating the heat there for a little bit and then pulling down. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to get in at the root at the very top of your head around your crown, so just feel free to lift your hair up so you can get the brush in underneath your hair. Then it is time for the final section. So basically I just take my fringe, brush it backwards and then separate it into a parting, but for me my hair kind of just falls into that naturally. Then I go ahead and blow dry the side with the least amount of hair, just normally like we done with the other sections. And then the side with more hair, I like to blow dry my fringe or the front of my hair forward first, and then the rest of my hair to the side. I feel like this just kind of gives it a little bit more volume. So once all of the blow drying is done, I just give it one quick run through with the paddle brush again to make sure it's all as sleek and straight as I want it to be, and then I grab my Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. I usually do about 2 pumps of this, rub it through the palms of my hands and then work it through the mid-lengths and ends of my hair. I try to keep it away from my roots just to save them from going greasy, but this keeps my hair looking nice and silky and shiny. So that is how I achieved my silky straight salon blow dry at home. I got it that time. Honestly, once you kind of get the hang of how you hold the hairdryer and the brush and the angles and stuff like that, it's really not that difficult, and it takes me next to no time to blow dry my hair. I mean like 15 minutes. It's super fast and very achievable at home too. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you picked up a few tips on how to blow dry your hair, or even just the products that I use. Those Bumble and Bumble products, I promise you, you need them. If you want to see some more hair care or hair styling type of videos, please let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoy this one, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you all again in my next video. Bye!